Hey, it's Josh here. In this video, I'm going to give you a brief overview of my web design courses. If you're interested in a course, you're probably curious about which one to start off with, or maybe if you find yourself interested in a couple different courses, I'm going to give you just a brief explanation of each course to help you better decide which ones you should start off with to help you level up no matter where you are in your web design journey. And then for those of you who are interested in my web design course bundle, which are all of my courses combined, then what I'm going to do is kind of lay out the path, the order in which I would recommend taking the courses in if I were getting started with all of them. So it's going to depend on where you are in your web design journey as to which course is going to be right for you to start off with, but hopefully after this video and these brief explanations, it'll help you out and we can get going. So we're going to start off with my Divi WordPress beginners course. And if you didn't know, each course page is going to have all the details with every course, and it'll have a full course outline and an overview. So I recommend checking out whatever course you're interested in. Make sure you check out the full outline. But in my Divi WordPress beginners course, it is exactly that. It is an introduction course to the Divi theme by Elegant Themes, which is the trusted theme that I've used since 2014. And it's also a good overview of WordPress. So in this one, we cover the basics and the most important things you need to know to be able to effectively build a site with WordPress and Divi. Because Divi, just like any other software, is very complex and very robust, and you'll find yourself spending hours, days, even months trying to learn Divi if you don't have a clear path to follow that will help you get prepared to build sites quickly. And that's exactly what this course is. It's down and dirty. It's a beginner introduction course, so you feel comfortable with Divi and WordPress, start building sites, and then we can go from there. Now, the next course I recommend, and again, depending on where you are in your journey, you could take courses before this, but it's my cPanel course. If you're not familiar with cPanel, it's the control panel that is all of the unfun things in web design, but are nonetheless very, very important. In this course, we cover things like domains, DNS settings. We cover WordPress file structure, so you get an understanding of the files in WordPress. We also talk about database stuff, which sounds scary, but I explain it to you in really good detail, and I try to make it as fun as possible. Because if you didn't know, with WordPress, there are files, and then there are databases. It's all connected. So we talk about that, so you're really feeling comfortable with that. We also get into security, and then we cover things in regards to email. That way, when you're messing around with domains and websites, you don't break your client's email. So no matter what path you're in, I would highly recommend going through the cPanel course at some point, because this one's quick. It's my shortest course. It's only about 2.5 hours as of right now. And this is the most important stuff. I promise it's going to save you so much pain and strife by learning lessons the hard way, which is what I did. So I'm going to teach you how to bypass all that, give you a good understanding of the back end of WordPress and all that good stuff. Now, the next course I would recommend is my web design process course. Now, there are 3 courses here that you could kind of intermingle depending on where you are in your web design journey. My process course is just that. It is my 50-step, 5-phase proven web design process for planning, building, and launching a website successfully. Now, some people dive into this before or after my website design course. My website design course is specifically towards the design aspects of web design. So we do build a full website in this course, but we focus on the design things. So we talk about conversion-based design principles in general, like hierarchy, contrast, color management. We also get into helping you develop an eye for design. If you're someone who just isn't a creative and you feel like your designs just look terrible, design is obviously a huge impact on conversions, and you want to make sure your sites look pretty, but you also want to make sure they're functional. And that's what we do in this course. We really focus on the design aspect of things. So if you're really good with design, some people go right to my process course. On the other hand, some people start with the process course, then go into design. And then we'll move on to what I recommend is my SEO course. This isn't Divi specific. I do use Divi in the course, but my SEO course will give you the fundamental SEO foundations to be able to build sites and to set up all of your sites successfully for SEO, which is organic rankings on Google. This is really kind of a beginners, but also into advanced SEO strategies for you if you just want to do basic SEO to be able to optimize your sites, but then also for those of you who are interested in having SEO plans and content plans. We walk you through that, and I show you how you can actually create recurring income through SEO work, and we cover all of the basics to make sure your site is optimized as best as possible for SEO practices, because there's nothing worse than a site that looks beautiful and is well designed, but it's getting terrible SEO rankings and you don't know what to tell your client. It's also going to help you set expectations with your clients. So I recommend checking my SEO course from there, or again, depending on where you are in your journey. Now, once you have a good underlying foundation of Divi, cPanel, the web design process, design, and through SEO, then I recommend diving into my Divi CSS course. This is where we really take our website designs to the next level, because you're going to find out Divi's awesome. You can do a lot with it, but you've got to know CSS if you're going to be a web designer. The beauty is CSS is freaking awesome, and it's not rocket science. So in this course, we do use Divi, although everything you'll see in this course and learn in this course, you can use for other themes. And then also one of the best aspects of CSS is you're going to learn how to customize the plugins you add to your sites, because a lot of times your Divi site might look great, then you add Gravity Forms and it looks completely different and it looks not streamlined and not in brand. So this course is going to show you how to customize all your sites, all your widgets, and all your tools to make a beautiful website through and through. And you're going to be able to customize stuff. This is also going to make you super valuable because you're going to be able to up your hourly rate, because you're going to feel confident you can customize anything. So I would recommend taking that one next. And then after you feel good with the design aspect of everything and some of the technical stuff, then we can move on to a couple of the more business-minded courses, starting with my web design business course. This is my full-fledged either freelancer or agency business course, and I show you how to do everything you need to know as far as the business aspect of your design business, because we're going to cover, I'll just take you through the outline really quick. We go through all of my docs, templates, which is like contracts, proposals, questionnaires, all that good stuff. You're going to love hearing more about the hidden pages I have on my agency site. But then we also get in the weeds with sales, pricing, and getting clients. Then we talk about onboarding, revisions, and we talk about how to grow your business, add more recurring income, as well as a plethora of really important topics to help you on the web design business side of things. And again, this is going to be great for you if you are just a solo freelancer or if you want to start a small team or an agency. Either way, all this stuff is going to be applicable to you. I would love to help you create a six-figure web design business through this course. The Facebook community through this course is also awesome. And then I would recommend segueing over to my website maintenance plan course. Now, if you already have a business, you're already good with design, then you could dive right into this one. But I would feel good about your websites. I would get better with design and the technical aspects of things. And I would also have a lot of the business stuff in place before starting a maintenance plan. But either way, you want to get a maintenance plan going immediately, because it's the best way to build recurring income for you and your business. And we can do that through my website maintenance plan course. This is an overview of the ins and outs of how I built my maintenance plan. And we also have all kinds of resources that are going to help you. I'll show you all the best tools to use. You'll also hear different versions of maintenance plans, so you can choose what's going to work for you as far as pricing, your clientele, and to make sure that you build that sweet recurring income for you and your business. So I would do that one next after all those courses. And then finally, again, if you're interested in doing e-commerce and learning WooCommerce, you could bump this up in your order, but I would recommend doing this one last as far as all of the courses, because I would get into learning WooCommerce and doing e-commerce later. I would learn all the technical aspects of every course we've gone over. I would also really refine your business and maintenance plan before you start doing e-commerce. You definitely want to make sure you have a maintenance plan in place before you start building e-commerce sites, because that is a must. They have to be updated, which all sites do, but definitely a store has got to be updated. So my Divi WooCommerce course is a beginner's course on Divi and WooCommerce, and I show you how to mix the two together. Even if you don't use Divi, this course is still super applicable because we just go over WooCommerce in general. However, we do a lot with Divi in this one. But either way, highly recommend that you get familiar with WooCommerce, because then you're going to be a really valuable web designer. So there you go, guys. That's just an overview of my current suite of 9 web design courses. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to give you any answers to help you decide which course or which courses are best for you to get going through. So really looking forward to helping you in your web design journey. And quick side note, if you didn't already know, when you join a course, you also get access to my student loyalty discount. So you can try a course, see how it goes, and then if you're ready for more, you'll have a student discount for additional courses. And then again, if you're interested in my web design course bundle, you can get all these courses for a hugely discounted rate, and you can just go, you can follow this path and go one by one by one. So guys, let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, really excited to help you in your web design journey, and I'll see you inside a course.